In this chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, Naoya gets pressed, Chozo gets defensive, and Yuta goes hunting. Introductions end pretty fast when my boy Yuta steps up on the scene. Now he makes an impact, pun intended, and the only person that didn't know what was going on was definitely Yuji. Chozo was pretty much trying to make a little plan in his head. He knew this guy was trouble. Naoya put his hands up like the jig was up, and hey, I can't hate on it. You know, he knows where he's at in the world. He's a grade 1 sorcerer. This guy's a special grade. He's Gojo level. No worth fighting him, especially since you just want Megami in the whole entire situation. He didn't even care if Yuji died. He just wanted to, kind of arouse Megumi a little bit. No homo. But after this 5 to 6 page planning process, the 7th page is just absolutely insane. Naoya and Yuta both attack at the same time. Thank God Chozo was thinking ahead. I mean, he was already deciding to take Naoya away from Yuji because we all know that he probably has his dad's ability, the leader of the Zenins, or formerly leader of the Zenins, and he's fast, he's a speedy type, and that would be really difficult to get away with. Little did they know that Yuta was just as hard. And man, was I lying to you when I said that Yuta was hunting? He's pretty much attacking and assessing my boy at the same time. If Yuji dies from these small attacks, I'm sure Yuta wouldn't care, but I feel like there's another plan going on, that Yuta wants to recruit him because this inner monologue is weird. It seems like he's trying to grade him. I saw Yuji try to do that little Gon versus Hisoka. He must have caught the episode on TV. He tried picking the car up to divert his, attention, and then instead of punching him in the face like Gon did, he just tried to book into an opening, but little did he know my boy has the craziest curse energy reinforcement. Now, this is where I really start to get hooked into the chapter. He starts talking about Gojo and him, kind of comparing the two, and he pretty much just gives it up to Gojo. He said he's way stronger than me, but that's because the Gojo family has a Philosopher's Stone, or at least in the Jujutsu Kaisen world. Those 6 eyes can just neutralize and not use any curse energy or minimalize it so much that he never actually runs out. Now, that's just insane. It also confirmed that Yuta does have more curse energy than Gojo, even though he's able to use it more efficiently, which is cool. I really like these stat comparisons between the two because all special grade sorcerers are special grade for a reason, so I like to know what is, above the other one and how they compare to each other is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But I know Gojo's still the strongest. He's been the strongest since the beginning of the series, and I was hoping my boy Yuta might be able to pull ahead of him in this one, but it's to be expected. Gojo even said in the beginning, very straight open and honest about it, I am the strongest and I would be the best and most likely to beat Sakuna, and I probably would. He said that. I don't believe it, but he said that. Also, things are going bad for you if Todo popped up in your head in a flashback while you're fighting a special grade user, telling you the difference between an elite fighter and an average fighter. It actually put me in my own little flashback thinking of Yu Yu Hakusho when Yusuke was facing that guy with the mind reading territory, and even though the guy knew what he was going to throw, he couldn't dodge it, he couldn't do anything against it because Yusuke is just a winner of the Dark Tournament. He's got too much experience, so I kind of understood what he was saying through that, experience in my head. Next thing I know, I'm at the end of the chapter and I just hear this little voice in my head, Nanami, and when I read that, all of that just came right back to me. I remember how he died, I remember how Mahito killed him, and how it made Yuji feel, which proves he was a bigger part of the series than people tend to give him credit for. Now, I'm really sad that he's gone, but I'm glad they brought him back up. Now, I'm just kind of curious to see what Yuji's going to do with this and how he's going to form the world to his view, or how things are going to go, because we saw with Mahito, he is dead set in his own way, and Chozo's about to help him with that as well, so we'll see how this goes down. I can't wait to see how Yuta reacts to the whole entire thing. I can't wait to see how the fight ends, and not just the Yuta versus Yuji fight, I mean the Chozo versus Naoya fight. Now, I'm really excited for that one, more so than this one. That's going to be a life or death match, and we know Chozo is not just no Norotoshi Kama type of guy. He is a cursed womb. He just has a completely different way of doing his techniques, and he was brought up by one of the most powerful sorcerers ever. Even though he was evil, he was pretty much just brought into life by that. So I don't think Naoya should get too cocky, even though he's familiar with the ability. I'm ready for this bloodbath. I think it's going to be a crazy chapter. I think Yuta's actually going to give us his real intentions next chapter, or they're just going to box into it the chapter after that. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Naoya and Chozo. A lot of things can happen. Chozo might die, Chozo might kill this guy, but somebody's dying, and Chozo confirmed that. Overall, I'll give this chapter a 9 out of 10. I can't wait till the next one, but that's the end of my review. I'm not going to go over page by page because you guys read it just like me, but I have other reviews and unboxings. If you have some extra time, please check out my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Have a good one.